morning. Maybe konnichiwa na. A lot of you guys ask me all the time, where do you stay? Where should I stay when I visit the island? So this time I will try to explain the best areas where you should go when you come first, or if you're traveling family or on your own. It really depends where you should go. And this is just a little bit of a recommendation from Oahu. So let's start with the first location. The most famous and most crowded location here on Oahu is definitely Waikiki. And there you have all the big hotels, but also you have a lot of high-rise buildings, which means a lot of people will have their own apartments and they rent out spaces, which is definitely, I think, one of the cheapest options to stay here on the island is to look for the high-rise buildings and just get a small place there. Also, it's a good location when you first come here, just to figure it out where you like it, where you would like to stay for a longer term if you're trying to move here or if you have more time on vacation here. So Waikiki is a good start. It's very crowded though, and a lot of hotels and a lot of people, but it's really good for first start where you want to go, what you want to see. And yeah, if you're looking for a nice hotel, you probably find that in Waikiki. For me, Waikiki is not really my favorite place. I like to go there sometimes. They have some great shopping there, but yeah, I would not recommend staying there the whole time because it's just very packed, a lot of people, and there are nicer locations out here in Oahu. You go further up, right towards east, to pass Diamond Head, very expensive area. Mahalo, super expensive area with a lot of big houses, but yeah, most of them are not for rent. Sometimes you can find a good deal on Airbnb or other online websites where they rent out rooms. I like it there. This location is really nice because it's like in between Waikiki and more towards the east side, but as I said, it's super expensive and it's really hard to find a place right there. And then you come to Hawaiii, also more residential area. You know, there's not that many great beaches, but there's some nice cafes, there's Costco, and there are a couple of things that are very good. If you're there for family, Hawaiii is probably one of the best areas, but it's not really close to the beach. It's more like a start location. From there you can go different places very easily. Then you go more outwards towards east side, you reach Kailua. This is where I'm right now, and this, I think it's my favorite part of the island, with more shore for sure, but Kailua has the most beautiful beach. I love the beach here, especially Lanikai Beach. It's very, very gorgeous. No big waves, it's very relaxing. The sand is super nice there, very thin though, so it's hard to get it off. But really white sand beach, like how you picture Hawaii, it's pretty much what Kailua is. Kailua has this really little small town. They have like a lot of shops, a lot of small boutiques. They have Whole Foods, they have Down to Earth, they have well, a couple of stores that are very convenient. Yeah, so Kailua is definitely a good part. Also pretty expensive. Like everything here is expensive, but Kailua is probably one of the more expensive areas for sure. If you're not staying in Kailua, make sure you visit it at least, because it's a very, very nice place. And yeah, so when you go, also Kailua is very good for families, very family oriented. It's not like party, like Waikiki is a lot of party and a lot of you know, clubbing and all this kind of stuff, and Kailua is more family oriented. Like after 7, pretty much everything is kind of shut down. So yeah, if you're a family, that's more something you're looking for. If you want to travel on your own, it's probably more Waikiki, but also it depends on the interest for sure. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, so from Kailua, and you go even more upwards east, more upwards North Shore, you reach Kaneohe. Kaneohe is also an area which is more affordable, and you can find a lot of Airbnbs there. It doesn't really have nice beaches, but the location is pretty good to travel up North Shore or towards Kailua. So so Kaneohe is a good option too. They have a lot of cheaper Airbnbs or cheaper rentals online for sure. Yeah. In Kaneohe they have a really nice temple. It's called the Yodo Temple. It's a very cool temple. It's very, very beautiful, and yeah, so Kaneohe has a couple of things that are really nice, also worth visiting. But yeah, you drive more upwards towards North Shore, you pass Laie, this is more a local area, then you come to North Shore, you pass all the beautiful beaches, Sunset Beach, Pipeline, there are a lot of really cool beaches. It's really windy today. Kailua is very windy. Anyways, so yeah, so up there is all the good beaches. North Shore is very islandy. I love North Shore. A lot of surfers, especially in the winter. You have extremely high surf, so it's really nice seeing the surfers in the winter time. The summer is very calm, so you can go in the water. In the winter time, I do not recommend going in the water because it's crazy. It is really, really high, the waves. So, because they have this thing, like in the winter time, the waves are really high on North Shore and low on the South Shore. In the summertime, the waves are really getting more high, especially Sandy Beach in south. It gets super high, and in the summer the North Shore gets very low. So this is something to keep in mind. North Shore is very good for families too. It's like this beach town. They have Haleiwa Town, which has a lot of nice boutiques, restaurants, cafes, and all those cute little places, which I really like. Very laid back. Yeah, North Shore is definitely my favorite place. I stayed there with my family when they visited because it's a cool area. The area that's like if you go either more almost to west side. West side is a very local area. Also has a lot of nice beaches. There are not so many. There are 2 hotels actually. I think one of them is the famous Disney resort, and they have like this really small like lagoons kind of beaches, which are really nice, especially for families. I know a lot of families go there because it's a lot cheaper on West Side. They have the low tides and stuff, so I really think that West Side is probably the best for families because there's not really much to do. There are a lot of hikes though and nice beaches, but I think if you're on your own, I would not recommend West Side. I would rather stay east or south, just to be able to get around more easily and to know more people. I think that's like the better side to do that if you're traveling on your own or just in a small group. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I can recommend further areas. I hope that you could take some information out of this. Have a good day and thank you for watching. Make sure to bring sunscreen. I got burned.